welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. I think my microphone's a bit laggy.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Hopefully in the comments someone can sort it out. It is only me and
Hello.
Julian today. Mike couldn't make it. Oh yeah. Welcome, Julian.
Hello.
The UI might be a bit different. We're on a ton of new technology, different laptop, different streaming software, different everything. Okay. But I'm still just as excited as I would normally be. As always, like, subscribe. It's now not flipped.
I don't know why we're enthusiastic though, because it is really quite a depressing report that we've got to give.
Yeah, it's not a very happy.
No, it's negative.
No. Well, today we've got Silvergate and BlockFi, Binance AI, and Time and Money. Does that work?
It didn't work, but let's pass on that.
All right.
What are we starting with?
Well, before we get into it, seeing as though our resident isn't here.
Oh, it's the first and the last.
That was the last one. Don't worry. First thing should be
The price. So I'm going to go 22,200. Absolutely.
horridly dropped. Are we lagging? I don't think
We're
we're
not.
lagging. No. My voice I think is lagging. Let me just unplug this.
All right.
Bear with us. Is it back? Okay, it's back.
Yeah, we're back.
So my voice might have been lagged then. Sorted now.
Very good.
Check if there's any comments. We also don't have the comment thing, unfortunately.
But that might be a good thing.
Oh, apparently I'm echoing as well. Maybe I might have sorted that out. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully you can tell us in the comments. Anyways, let's continue.
So, what are we going? Word on the bird?
Yes, the word on the bird, which isn't Okay, the mic's on. Okay. A bit of a slip up. It's fine. We'll summarise it quickly. The microphones were not on. It's unfortunate. I'm just going to scroll quickly through it. I unfortunately closed the other one. Basically, you probably saw on the screen. CD had rumours spread on WeChat that he got shot by the FBI, which he works closely with. We were saying basically he's going to split the market.
Yeah.
Really big influence in the space. Something freed.
Yeah.
Which is this article we're on now. Which is basically the DOG wants to narrow bail term. Only use a flip phone.
Yeah.
And we talked about how that should happen sooner. And I guaranteed that he's probably communicated with inside in the FTX already. In the near future.
You have to ask, why is it all suddenly now that he's got to have a flip phone? There's been a trigger event.
There's obviously been something caused them to have concern.
Yeah.
But it should have been. From the start.
It's too late.
Yeah, here we are.
But rather than putting him in jail, we make him
keep
downgrade his phone.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But on the back of that light regulation, we're now going to come into a death spiral of a weekend that we've just encountered.
Yes, and as you can see, from the sidebar, it's red. The next few articles are quite heavy.
Yeah, very heavy.
Backstory, Julian's got some notes.
I need notes. I needed.
Even I'm probably giving my phone.
So it's a bit of a history tour and a bit of a...
Right, yeah, the log.
But since we did our last stream Thursday, I think the markets have slipped by about 5%. All yet again a fear of an uncertainty and doubt. FUD.
Yeah. Just start. Let me make sure that's right.
So the first article I think we're going to look at is BlockFi. Just to get around the actual story that's unearthed as to why we've had this 5% drop.
Yeah, is this crypto bank? Silvergate forced to return 10 million.
Yeah, that's the one. So basically, all of this is instigated yet again by our friend Sam Bankman-Fried and his collapsed company FTX, and it hit BlockFi. BlockFi were the first company as a result of FTX that had to file for bankruptcy.
Right.
So they were the big loser out of this early out the doors. And they were a company that's a digital asset lender.
Okay.
And just to show you how big they actually were, they had between 14 billion and 20 billion of customer deposits. And they'd lent 7.5 billion into the market. So they were a big player.
Right.
They went bankrupt as a result of FTX. So there's a lot of people unhappy, chasing BlockFi for money. And that's going through the courts, which is one of the instigations for this weekend. So litigators in this have come out for BlockFi and said, look, you've got money actually on account with the guys at what are they called? Silvergate. And what happened is that at Silvergate, BlockFi had opened an account with them, a deposit account, which they weren't allowed to access for 90 days. That's now elapsed. But they put £10 million into that account. So the judge has actually said that they're now allowed to access that money, which they have. So BlockFi made a little bit of a bank run on Silvergate and took out 9.85 million in order to recoup some of their creditors. They've left £150,000 in their deposit account. But unfortunately, that then has had a knock-on effect and a negative impact on the market because there's been another bank run on Silvergate. So bad news following bad news. So Silvergate were officially the crypto bank. They've also suffered massively from the FTX debacle. They were worth 11.9 billion. That slipped down to 3.8 billion by late 2022. So they'd also suffered massive losses initially with FTX. But now we're having a second round of disaster for them. Yeah. So they managed to survive the first bank run. But now with the BlockFi issue being in the press, they've got a second one. So
all this fear,
exactly, and £10 million is quite a headline of a figure. So what's happened then as a result of that is that I think late last week, Silvergate were supposed to produce their financial reports, and they've admitted to the SEC initially that they were going to be late, and then that they weren't going to be able to. But they've also put out a press release that says that we're actually looking at and evaluating our ability to stay in business. And as a result of that, their share price fell by 55%. So we're looking at another crash of a business
Right.
That's been followed by companies like Coinbase, Paxos and Kraken ending their relationship with the bank, no doubt taking even more money out. And there you have, yet again, the crypto market being spooked, people rallying to cash. But it's not surprising.
No, I mean, you can't blame
Time and time again, we keep having disaster after disaster, all harking back to FTX. We need to get rid of all of this, get to the bottom of it, and then hopefully Bitcoin can actually get on some firmer foundations.
I mean, it's a problem. Like, FTO was such a core player. Like, in terms, like the amount of people and the amount of companies were invested in FTX, and for it to all just go completely kablooey, it's ruined so
Is this
many.
going to be the last?
As a knock-on effect.
Is this going to be the last?
We hope so.
We hope
But it
so.
might not be.
I don't.
No,
think
I don't think it will.
How the magnitude of FTX. I don't think this is going to be the last company we see tumble. It's sad. It's very, very, very sad to see because did you say when were they valued at, like
2021. 2021 they had they had 11.8 billion pounds worth in deposits.
Yeah. I mean,
deposits, and that's now down. Well, at the end of 2022, which is another 3 months away now, that we're down to 3.8.
The sheer span of it over that slightly small period of time.
Somebody should do an analysis of how much money's been cleared off the market if you add every business together that's been affected by this.
Absolutely, that'd be great to
And
talk
it would
about.
be absolutely staggering, I would imagine.
Yes, and I think it'd get added to from announces going on to the future.
So yeah, people are quite spooked by that, and I think that's been the main reason for the decline in the markets. But there have been other bad news stories that have not helped, which is the next one that I think we're going to move on to, which is Tether.
Yes.
Tether untethered.
Yes. Shall I read through it a bit and read the title, or is there some summary you have?
Initially, let's say that as well as Silvergate and BlockFi, they've been tied in with legal issues, separate legal issues, and another banking issue. But if you want to read through it, we can then pour scorn on yet more idiotic people that are bringing a bad rep to this whole industry.
All right. Okay. Well, before I do that, I'm just gonna check the comments, make sure everything's okay. It's feedback.
Anyone's microphone in particular?
I don't know.
It looks alright to me.
It looks alright to me.
This is a problem that we have because we've got no way of telling.
Oh.
Hold on, let me flip this.
Hold on. Let me flip this. Okay. Is it okay now? Okay. I don't know what's going on with these cables. I don't know how long it's gone for. Like, I can't keep the comments at the same time. Hold on. Let me try and break it off. There we go. Pop out chat. Perfect. Okay. I don't know how long I went for.
Hopefully we've had a fix. The problem is that we did 3 tests before we started.
Yeah, we did 3 tests.
And they were like crystal.
Perfect. I think, you know what I think? I think this cable's getting loose as time progresses, and it's causing the
distortion.
Yeah. But, bit of a mess, but obviously new technology. What can you do? Errors. I'm also
read the Tether article.
Okay. So, stablecoin issuer Tether used bank accounts opened with falsified documents in past. Tether, the company behind the world's largest stablecoin, accessed bank accounts by way of falsified documents and intermediaries, a new report says.
I think that's enough. That's it in a nutshell. I mean, do we need to know any more?
No, we just need to know what happened. I mean, they used falsified documents.
It's still ongoing, isn't it? But it's just negative news again. Why are you using fake bank details?
Why do you need to?
Why do you need to?
Is it something they're doing in dodgy, or is it?
Either which way it is.
It's not right.
It just doesn't look good, does it?
It's all these players in crypto, which seem to be doing stuff bad, they're just shooting themselves in the foot. It's not like it's a third external party cause. Like they're just doing something which is completely stupid.
Yep.
And it's causing this huge tumble, and it's one after the next, like FTX, and now all these companies going bust.
This is why we need regulation.
We need we've said, how many times have we said it?
Every time.
Ridiculous amount of times we've said it. We need a clear framework in order to have. Okay, make sure my mic's good. In order to have people who can stay. I mean, I think we'll get onto the next article. We'll talk about this as well.
Yeah.
Which have a clear framework which people can understand
Yep.
and assess and realize. Okay, well, I need to do this and this. I can't do this.
Exactly.
But America's not doing that.
No.
And it's causing
this.
A world of trouble.
So that was the second bit of bad news for the whole crypto industry, and I think we've now got a third.
Lido?
Lido's next. Yeah, so Lido is a liquid staking solution.
Okay, it's not okay. Okay, I have to make sure there's no feedback.
Yep. So this is a proof of stake for proof of stake blockchains.
Okay.
And Lido provides via nodes an infrastructure that validates, basically.
Right. Okay. Well,
yep.
Lido's LDO token sinks 10% following rumours crypto staking service received SEC token notice. Sorry. Crypto podcaster David Hoffman spread and then retracted a rumour that the SEC had delivered a Wells notice to the decentralised staking service. A spokesperson of Lido declined to comment. So the token tanked 10% on Saturday following a simple rumour.
Yep.
Bit with like CZ.
Yep.
All these fake rumours. So
a Wells notice, for all those fact people out there, is named after the first fella John Wells, who chaired an inquiry at the SEC.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the Securities and Exchanges. And a Wells notice basically means that the Securities and Exchange have sent notification to the business that they've investigated and that action is going to be taken.
Wow.
Now, this is obviously a rumour, so we don't know whether this is true or not.
Right.
But it's more bad negative news.
Right, and it's a big rumour at that.
Big
it's
rumour.
Not like it's a simple little thing.
No, it's an odd rumour to start. It's quite specific.
Yeah, I mean, what basis? I don't know what basis it's going off. I mean, it's basically just throughout the task, it's just quotes of what he said. I assume on the podcast. But
yeah.
Not actually giving any evidence to this, and yet without any simple bit of evidence, it's still fallen 10%. Which is
a bit vulnerable, aren't we? We're a bit vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no feedback. Let me just check the comments. There's so many different menus. The chat is empty. Okay, I've just reset the chat by accident, so I have to wait for that.
Okay.
I'm fuzzing still. Huh? How? I mean, I'm looking on OBS.
Can't see a thing.
No. It looks fine. Really bad sound. Maybe it's the cable. I think there's an issue with the cable.
There's an issue with that. Do you want your little sweet pot to hold it up?
Yeah. How about now? Is this better?
Who's helping us out, by the way?
Raf is on.
Shout out for Raf for helping.
Thank you, Raf. Crackling.
It's the cable.
I think it's the cable. Yeah. On. Let me try.
One last time.
If it doesn't work,
We'll crack on, get to the end.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not too bad. This cable connection come out. Is it back now? Okay, the microphones are back.
Okay.
I don't know if it's too. Okay, the microphones are back.
Oh.
Okay. It sounds okay.
That sounds decent.
I don't know. Sorry about the crackling. Best we've got. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully you can still understand us. Clear now? Okay. Hopefully.
We've got to the bottom of it.
It's fine.
So basically, in a nutshell of what we've said up to now, we're fed up of people in this industry scamming other people.
Right.
That everybody's reliant and it's been like a pack of cards all crumbling down just because of FTX. Some of the blame of that has got to go at individuals' doors, but some of the blame's also got at the lack of regulation
100%.
and the lack of people wanting to actually step into the breach of crypto in the US, grab it by the horns and look after it, and they just seem to be more happy with shooting things down.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
I 100% agree. I don't know if it's this called the one after that where we're going to talk about how everyone's leaving the US.
This is the very next article.
Perfect. And
I think
we've talked about it before on
we have.
streams. how horrid the US is in comparison. I mean, the simple example is the fact you need like for example FTX or Binance. You need a separate US sector.
Correct.
Just to follow some god awful rules or lack of thereof.
Yeah.
And then there's the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Why should America have this
apparent strength that
Yeah.
everybody's bowing down to? I don't really get it, but I think maybe things are going to change.
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah.
Well, on to the next article. The crypto industry has already started moving outside the US, says Ripple CEO. Okay. I believe I have some highlights here. I do. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple is a regulatory playing offense and attacking the industry as a whole. So I'll read out what I've got highlighted.
Yep.
United States Securities and Exchange Commission's regulation through enforcement is not a healthy way to regulate an industry and may result in the US being a less attractive location for crypto firms, suggests Ripple CEO. Fair enough. He suggested that the crypto industry has already started moving outside of the US, given its crypto regulation process is behind other countries like Australia, the United Kingdom, Japan, Singapore, and Switzerland. I have a tweet. The point is the crypto industry must accept that the SEC waged a war versus crypto when it attacked not only how a promoter sells a token, but attacked the token itself, calling software code a security per se, no matter the seller or the circumstances surrounding the sale. Yeah, it's like they're trying to stuff crypto into this like area where they can heavily regulate it, but
we're not getting there quick enough, are we?
No, not at all. Let me check the comments again. Oh, crackling it again.
Oh, it's that cable.
It's this bloody cable. Honestly. Let me try and pop it up even more.
Must be a really dodgy connection on it.
Yeah, hopefully it might be better. We've also got a bit of lag on the stream, so give it time to catch up. Give it like 5-10 seconds. Wait for it. Bad.
Still bad.
Still bad again. I think it's this cable. Best we can do is unplug it.
Yeah. We're not really getting long in between things either, are we?
No,
for it to
we start reading an article and everything
then it goes
upside down. Well, in this segue period, I actually have a dad joke.
Go on, go for it. Where'd you get this from?
I want to give props to ChatGPT. I thought that ChatGPT was pretty useless on dad jokes.
Yeah.
But this seems pretty good. So, why did the cryptocurrency go to the gym?
Go on.
To pump and dump.
It's decent, isn't it?
It's a good try for the AI.
Yeah.
The ones I've tried before have been horrible, but yeah, fair enough. Anyways, not dilly-dally too much. We actually have a tweet.
Okay.
Or an image.
Yep.
From Twitter, even though Twitter is down right now.
Is this the guy that's put into context the amount of...
Yeah, in a singular month, the amount of cases.
Yeah.
There's been... Okay, there's a lot of them.
It just looks ridiculous.
The text is so small, which is
which it needs to be because his pad of paper is full.
I guess I could read a couple out.
I wouldn't bother. I think it's just enough to see how much rubbish there is going on.
I'm trying to think of anything. Yeah, Silvergate.
Would we say though that after all of this negativity, and another horrendous weekend, Bitcoin is still there? It's still holding its own.
It's grabbing on.
And from what I've heard, the US numbers for the trade numbers are going to be quite decent.
Okay.
The recent Chinese trade numbers have been encouraging. So is Bitcoin actually there to stay? I think you could well say that if it survives these things one after another, and still shows signs like you said, it's gone up since we last looked.
Definitely, it's still holding its ground.
Then I think that is testament itself that Bitcoin's here forever.
Yeah, just reading the comments now. Working good now. So I guess every time I read an article, I'll just alt tab to the comments, see if it's bad.
Yeah. Because every time you have to read an article, you've got to touch the computer, which leads to the...
That's true. Maybe it could be that. Hopefully, I don't know, but we'll continue anyway.
I think we've got rid of all that awful negativity.
Yeah.
However, with my negative mood,
we've got AI now. This is where
you like it, but I hate it, as you know.
Right, but however, you did make a point. Let's make sure this is alright. You have made a point before the stream when we were going over what we're going to talk about, which I do actually 100% agree with. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay. You're going to read out the article?
Yes. I don't know if I have an article. Yeah, I do have some article. Binance's AI-powered NFT generator hits 10k mints in 2.5 hours.
Wowzers.
In the limited beta, Picasso, actually that's Binance Picasso.
Yeah.
Very funny, haha.
Yeah.
Was taking user-submitted profile pictures and turning them into a work of digital art in seconds. Binance's newly launched artificial intelligence-powered non-fungible token generator has been churning out digital art at full capacity, reaching a cap of 10,000 NFT mints in just 2.5 hours after launch. On March the 1st, the world's largest crypto exchange, Binance, launched an AI-powered NFT generator called Picasso in beta. Here's some examples with CZ. It's pretty cool. The system is an AI-powered image generation tool similar to AI art platforms such as DALL-E. Users can either upload an image, such as a profile picture, for the AI to work on, or type creative prompts that will generate a bespoke image created with AI.
Okay. So Binance has now created something that will produce... It's not down again, is it?
Bad again. I don't know how bad is it not?
Yeah, it's bad. It's horrible. Are we back?
Okay, the microphones are back. Sorry about this. It's going to be the cable.
This crackling, by the way, is not the microphones, it's our mints.
Oh yeah. This is yeah.
And these are great mints, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Best mints, I think. These are from the US of A.
I've got an extra fifth of a mint.
Beautiful, these are.
Okay. Anyways, continue. Actually, no, let's not continue. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. So let me get this right. Binance have launched an AI generator.
Mm-hmm.
So you can put in there whatever you want. Say, I want a picture of X, Y, and Z. Does it then produce the NFT on the back of that? Does it mint them as well?
That's what I believe it does. So what I think they've done, they've basically taken their platform and smashed it together with Stable Diffusion or AI generation. So what I think might happen is, you give your prompt or your image, generate your art, as you might say art.
Yeah.
Or I might say art. And then I think it'll probably take you through the steps of paying for the creation of NFTs and go through the whole process. So I think basically what I've done is basically plugged AI generation into their NFT creation.
So if you reread that back, did he say that they'd actually minted 10,000 or just produced? They've minted them.
Yep. Have 10,000 NFT mints.
In a period of what? Like
beta 2.5 hours. I don't know if that's after launch or.
See, two parts to this. Technically, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Secondly, I'm left to question what is the actual value of an NFT.
Interesting. Hold on. I'm just reading this. Oh, interesting. Hold on. I'm gonna bring this up on. Hopefully, I'm not. Am I crackling again? I think I'm crackling again actually. Just comments. Okay, I don't know if I'm crackling.
Go for it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Okay. I'm going to bring up, I just went to the outro back. The Binance NFT platform. You'll see it on the screen there.
All right.
So what I actually think it is, it's not a separate NFT. It's not a tool to create your own sort of project.
Right.
It's its own project itself, but the NFTs are generated by users. And made in this communal thing. If you know what I mean.
So they're going to limit the number that can be made, I'm guessing.
I believe so. They're trying to. So basically had 10k beta quota. They're working on increasing the server size now. Basically. There's a limited. Actually, I think there's a limited amount currently in beta anyway. But I don't know. In production, I'm not too sure. But currently the limit is 10,000. I think 10,000 are made. Right.
So we've always been fans of NFTs that have got utilities, haven't we? We're not fond of an NFT that's for a picture.
No.
If you're now saying that a computer can also generate the picture, does that not devalue it even more? Because if I got an NFT from...
Okay, apparently my back's bad. Yours isn't.
How does that work?
I don't know. Maybe it's...
Maybe it's that connection.
Could be. Let me try.
Have you still got access?
Let me try it. My mic's there.
You know, we were worried about filling the time on this. We're going to do the 45 minutes easy.
Distortion's all over. Oh, distortion all over. I don't know how to fix this.
No,
it's just
I don't think we can. I think the cable's broke.
Bug. Right. Clear now. Okay, let's just carry on as it was.
Just don't touch anything.
What we were saying?
We were saying about devaluing.
Oh, devaluing, right. I would agree with what I understand what you're trying to say, but most of the NFT projects which are produced, as of today, like these 10,000 ones, they already use. It might not be AI.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So basically, what they do, they get different. Okay, so you're fine, perfect. They get different
they get a stock starting point, then they add a different cap.
Exactly. So they have 100 different caps, 100 different glasses, 100 different faces, 100 different colours. And the algorithm basically goes through every single one, generates an image.
And mixes and matches them all.
Right. So if there's 4 different things, it's 1,000 to the power of 4. So it's 1,000 times 1,000 times 1,000. So there's different types of combinations of image. So what we're already seeing now, it's obviously the art's technically unique. And technically AI art is unique. But the generation of NFT art, unless it's hand-drawn or whatever, or drawn on like a computer, all of it's already automated.
Yeah.
So in terms of stepping outside the boundaries of what we've seen of NFTs, it's obviously not the most creative, but I feel like this is just an art statement. It's like a statement of. Is that a replay? Oh, never mind. I think it's just like a statement of art and say, look, we can do this. There's AI.
I think from that standpoint, as a point in time where we've actually said that AI can do this, it's amazing.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any sort of use. I mean, I feel like it's when you touch the table. Alright, I won't touch the table. It vibrates.
That's incredible feedback from our watcher.
Crackle. Oh, then loosen the cable. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know if I'm crackling now. I might be crackling now.
The fact that he's actually spotted that when you touch the table it changes.
That's smart.
That's incredible.
Okay, all I'm going to do then, I'm going to change this and I'm not going to touch the table.
Baptism of fire this for us,
This has been horrid, but good. Anyway, I feel like NFT products in the future might use AI.
Yeah.
Outside of Picasso.
Yeah.
Just use Stable Diffusion as itself. I think they're probably already starting to do that. But as of Picasso, I feel like it's just like a statement and a figure of example to show what AI can do in the NFT space, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, there's no utility to it. It's just adding more NFTs to the already load pile of NFTs we already have.
Yeah.
To look at. So I think it's just digital art, which is hosted on this.
Good advertising though for Binance.
Yeah.
In fairness.
Yeah. I mean, it is very interesting.
Yeah.
It might not hold too much. I don't think it holds too much value because there's no utility.
No,
but it's still interesting to look at.
Very. Shall we move on?
I think we do. I'm going to try and be.
So this is quite a general sort of subject.
Right. Hold on.
Because you're doing economics at A level.
Yes.
And we're going to have a quick look at the time value of money, TVM.
Okay.
Does this work with crypto? Let's find out.
All right. I'm excited. What is the time value of money? Understanding the time value of money is essential for making sound financial decisions and maximizing returns on investment. The time value of money is the concept that money available today is worth more than the same amount of money in the future. Yep. When inflation gradually weakens the purchasing power of money, its worth can rise over time by being invested or earning interest. The time value of money is an essential concept in finance and investing based on the interest rate and the time period involved. Okay. So several financial calculations such as future value, present value, and annuities can be used showing TVM. Understanding the time value of money is crucial in making informed financial decisions. Okay. We've got a tweet from Juthica.
Yeah, which is quite apt given the terrible podcast that we've put out today in terms of its negativity. What does she have to say?
Crypto teaches you about the time value of money by virtue of how often funds get tied up in bankruptcy proceedings.
Wow. I mean, yeah, she's spot on there. Spot on there. Wait for it, and eventually your money will come back, is what she's saying.
I'm just going to check the contract quickly.
But in terms of crypto, I think we can also see the time value of money. Two things that I'd spotted. Don't know whether you've got any more.
Right, I touch creep. Okay.
Lending platforms. Is it still crackling?
Okay, the mics are back.
So lending platforms, that's basically where you can earn interest, which you've got to wait for because you put your money in, let other people use it. Over time, that money comes back. And the other thing is staking. Simple staking, you learn the time value of money. The longer it's in, the more you earn.
Getting used to, power blockchains.
Power blockchains.
I mean, yeah. I think because crypto is an investment in itself, so I think the correlation between TVM and crypto is really easy to see.
Is this something you do at
I don't know if I've looked at TVM. I don't think it's part of the syllabus or anything.
You do compounding and things like that.
In math, yeah, we've done compounding, but in terms of investment, we haven't really talked about that in terms of economics. In terms of considering, well, we have looked at inflation, obviously, and the effect that has on currencies. Purchasing power parity, but that's not really involved with inflation or in terms of the power of money. But I mean, we haven't talked about it, but
worth a chat about, isn't it? I saw it as an article. I thought that's quite nice and easy.
Yeah.
Particularly given the horrendous subject matter that we've had to cover today.
Light-hearted, at least. We started off light-hearted.
Then we descended
to madness.
Yeah.
Right.
But throughout, we've had an awful feedback issue, which I think has distracted from everything we've tried to do.
After every article, it seems to start a little again. Right, we touch keyboard.
I think we need to wrap it up, don't we?
Yeah, I mean,
we've tried long and hard. We've persevered.
We've done a stream. We've been here.
Yeah.
We've tried to give content.
It's knocked us left, right, and centre though, because we kept losing us thread because we've had to keep starting again.
Right. But we started off, the microphones weren't even on the article, which was unfortunate, but that got fixed effectively. Yeah. Feedback issues. Hopefully, the content which you could have heard was useful.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
Yeah. So we have 14 minutes left, and we have no more articles, I don't believe.
No.
Any questions? I mean, maybe on either topics we haven't covered or stuff we have covered, and we might want to go more detailed.
My question is this Silvergate thing going to linger? Will it linger?
Well, they've been quite vague, weren't they?
Very vague, yeah.
Right, so, I mean...
A lot of people saying that because Bitcoin survived this weekend, we're not going to see it reverting to the depths. But it could test 18 again, is the worst case scenario I've heard.
Okay. Interesting, yeah, not the financial advice.
I don't think it will.
Okay.
I think it's going to have weathered it. And I'm hoping that the good financial news in the worldwide economy might actually make it fight its own corner a little bit.
Right, I mean, it's hard to talk about. It's hard to think about because obviously there's been good general economics in terms news, but in a more zoomed in level in crypto itself, the news has been pretty poor.
Yeah.
So I mean, it depends on what sort of effect. I mean, because Silvergate directly affects crypto itself, so the effect it could have on the markets, as we've kind of already seen, is probably a bit more stronger than China's doing really well in terms of investments. But
we've kept saying all along that we thought that it would be a gradual rise for Bitcoin this year, barring any black swan events.
Right.
We just seem to be getting a lot of grey little swans, don't we?
Yeah, it's sort of which doesn't punch us in the gut,
but just doesn't help.
Steps on our toes.
Yeah.
Touch your toes.
I think we're going to be like this for a few years.
Okay.
Until it's regulated and we weed out all the idiots.
Yeah. I feel the same. I mean, even until we get regulated until everyone, or until everyone will and move to more friendly countries which have better regulation, better defined rules. until that happens, we're just going to be caught with companies in the US going, oh, don't do this. And then they get called by SEC and Gensler's like this, that, the other.
We've not mentioned Gensler today, have we?
There was a quote in the Lido article about Gensler.
We chose to ignore it. Quite right.
The stream down anymore.
We couldn't bring it down much more.
No. It's bad again.
Shall we call it a day?
I don't want to speak.
Is it just you again?
It's just me.
Unplug it and let's say goodbye.
I'll just mine.
Unplug it from the thing again, so we give ourselves that 5 minutes of possible freedom.
Oh yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we apologise.
Yeah, we tried his best.
Technology's a sucker sometimes, but it is what it is. Hopefully, the outro music that does play
could make up for it.
Make your whole evening, your whole day.
Yeah.
Possibly your week. Would you? Your week?
I'd say it probably could on a damp
it's very powerful
Monday that this is.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we do the outro. We've got 10 minutes left, but I don't think there's any questions. It's all basically just talking about the microphone. Yeah, it's just me. Maybe it's the microphone. I don't know, or the cable. But thank you for bearing with us.
Yeah.
We'll be back on Thursday. Fix it for next time will be good. Yes.
Yeah.
I hope I can fix it for next time, because unfortunately there's a lot of problems. But
rather than doing the sound test like we have been doing, we're going to have to do a proper record for a period of time and see whether it keeps kicking in.
Yeah, and see how long it takes. Like unplug it, plug it back in, boom.
But I think it might be an actual fault of the cable.
It could
be.
We
might need a brand new cable.
Right. Okay. Well, he did it. Yes. Thank you for sticking around with us.
Yeah. And the feedback, much appreciated. We tried our best.
Feedback on the feedback.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you for watching. You can't read it; it's backwards, unfortunately. But yeah. Thank you for watching.
See you Thursday.
Click and enjoy the outro music.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Think of us playing it because we will be doing it live.
Yeah. Right. Obviously. Goodbye.
Bye.